Hello, welcome back to the Traveling Yoga Mat. I'm Amanda, and today I thought that we would do a morning flow to open up the joints and start your day out strong. So grab your mat, and we're going to be starting today with a journal prompt. So if you want to pause the video and grab a piece of paper and a pen, you might really enjoy this. All right, so we're going to open up to a fresh page. Write the date if you care to, so you can look back on it one day. And then we're just going to start to write anything that's in the forefront of our mind. So it's the first thing in the morning for me. Maybe it is for you too. Maybe you had dreams that you just kind of want to get off your chest, or something is feeling pressing today. Go ahead and jot that down and just get it out of the mind and onto paper. Give you a minute or so to do that. And if it's something that you don't want to hold on to, maybe you write, "I don't claim this for myself," at the end. If it's something that you do want to hold on to and an energy that you want to carry with you, you can say that "I do claim this energy for myself." And then from here, I like to write down a few things that I'm just currently interested in. That way I can look back on it and just realize what it was that I had hobbies doing, things like that. So things I'm interested in. And your interests might kind of stay the same throughout weeks or months, or you may be one of those people that changes their interests by the day or by the week, like me. So just write down a couple things. Right, and lastly, let's write down a few bullet points of how we want to feel today. So you can write how I wish to feel. Okay, and just look over that for a moment. And then once you're done, you can wrap it up. And just place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Rest the eyes shut, sit up tall, breathe in through the nose. Let that breath circulate throughout the body, cleansing the mind. Feeling an alignment of the internal world. So let's drop right ear down to right shoulder. And you can bring the left hand along the side of the neck, inviting that muscle to completely release. Maybe gently apply just a touch of pressure with the right hand on top of the head. Keeping a tall spine. Gently pulling the shoulder and the head in opposite directions. Beautiful. Gently let that go. And we'll take a couple shoulder circles before we take it to the other side. Drop left ear, left shoulder. Gently touching the right side of the neck. Left hand gently places on top of the head. And then you can gently tug the shoulder, the head in opposite directions. Breathe deeply. And then gently release that. Maybe roll the shoulders forward. Place the hands on the knees and just sway the torso side to side, making figure eights with the shoulders. Take a couple seated cat-cows, so meet back in the middle, and then inhale, shine the chest forward, drop head back. Exhale, send the middle back toward the back of your space. Tug on those knees. Breathe in and out. Beautiful. Another one like that. Nice. All right, we're gonna bring those legs wide on the mat. Try to be mindful of Sunny. And then we're gonna inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and exhale, gently fold between the legs. The legs might feel very tight here, and that's okay. Every breath takes you slightly deeper. Maybe roll the shoulders back, bring the chest forward, the crown of the head forward. Gently rolling up. And let's stretch to the side. So we're gonna bring the right arm just rested on top of the thigh, that right leg, and reach the left arm up and over. Staying tall through the torso. Maybe the gaze comes up to where the wall meets the ceiling. Twisting open with the top arm. Feeling that stretch in the left side rib cage. All right, pick it back up. And we'll take it to the other side. Left hand rest on top of the left thigh. Reach right arm up and over. Let that go. Amazing. Starting to feel loose through the side body. And let's come down to our backs. Be mindful if there's any beings around you. Let's bring the soles of the feet to the mat, the knees point up toward the ceiling. Just reach the arms overhead, stretching them long overhead. Deep breath in and out, just relaxing on the mat here. And as you exhale, start to press every single section of the spine into the mat, tucking in the belly, tilting the tailbone under you. And as you inhale, let that go. All right, let's take a breath in. And as we exhale, we'll swing the arms down toward the mat and lift up those hips. Little bridge pose, press into the soles of the feet. Nice. Engaging the glutes, the hamstrings. Maybe imagine there's a block in between the knees that you're squeezing here. Feel the inner thighs light up. And then gently start to lift the heels off the mat, taking those hips up another 1/2 inch. And we'll come out the same way that we went in. So heels drop first, and then we lower all the way down. And let's bring the feet together, the knees wide. Resting the hands on the hips. Hip opener, heart opener. And the eyes can stay open, a little mindful meditation here. Just noticing the textures, the shapes, the colors. Check in with the body. If there's any discomfort or any pain, you can always bring some blocks underneath the legs to support your reclined butterfly. And with the help of the hands, let's close up those legs, bring the knees together. And we're just gonna drop those legs over toward the right, taking a twist. Gaze comes left. Maybe tee out the left arm. And this might feel like plenty today, or you can try and grab for the big toe of the left leg and start to extend that leg off to the side. Feeling an extension in the elbow and in the knee. Bending that leg as much as you like to protect the knee. And then we'll bend it up, release the bind, and help those legs back up to center. And let's bring them just overhead. Again, if you have a block here, you can put it underneath the sacrum, little waterfall pose. And let's rest the arms down by the legs, palms faced up, open to receiving. Receiving through the soles of the feet and the palms. Just imagining all the goodness raining down on you. And then we'll bend up those legs and drop the soles of the feet down. Let's lower the knees to the left this time. Taking that twist, maybe tee out the right arm, gaze and come toward the right. Take a few breaths in your twist. Soften the body. Relax the face. And maybe you can go for those peace fingers wrapped around the great toe and start to extend the right leg long. Crossing it over the body, feeling that deepened stretch to the right hip and the back of the right leg. All right, gently release it. Bring those knees back up. And we're just gonna roll onto one side and then roll on up to a tabletop. Hands and knees. Pump those hips left and right, left and right. Tuck the toes underneath you and just pick up those knees about 1 inch from the mat, maybe more. Press into the fingertips, feel strong beneath the hands. One breath here. As you exhale, Gently lower on down. Let's take a cat-cow. Breathe in, drop the belly, look up. Breathe out, press the floor away, dome up the spine. Beautiful, all right. Let's go ahead and pick up the right hand and reach it up and open. We're gonna do a little thread the needle, but we're not gonna lie all the way down. We're just gonna go ahead and thread it, hovering that arm, hovering the right temple, and then pressing into left hand, reaching up and open once again. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, go ahead and take that almost threaded needle, and then inhale, reach it up. Exhale. Inhale. This time, let's stay here. Let's bind the right arm behind the back. Maybe see if you can reach around for that inner left hip crease. Gaze is up toward the top of the wall, opening through the right shoulder. One good breath here. And then re-extend the right arm. Let's rest it down. Beautiful. Take what you need in your tabletop, and we'll take it to the other side. Inhale, reach the left arm open. Exhale, and knee. Fake that. Twist. Inhale, reach it open. Exhale. Thread a needle without coming all the way down. Inhale, reach it open. This is the last one. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reach it open. And this time we'll see about binding the left arm behind the back. Opening up, pressing through the knees, the fingertips of the right hand. Maybe bring a soft smile to the face. One more good breath, and then we will re-extend left arm and just set it down. And let's go ahead and find our downward dog. So flip over the toes, send the knees off the mat, hips up and back. Relax the head, relax the neck, pedal out the feet. Beautiful. Lift the heels high and then lower them down slowly. And let's just start to walk up to the top of the mat into a forward fold. Feet are about hip width distance apart. And just ragdoll the body, let the neck release. Gently walking those fingertips over toward the right. Holding that side body stretch for a moment. And then gently walk them back to center and then over toward the left. Back to center. And if you have a block here, you may use it underneath your left hand. And then let's open up through the right hand, deep bend to the left knee. Find a good deep breath. And then lower that down and swap out those hands, move your block if needed, and then open up through the left, deep bend in the right knee. Nice, go ahead and close that up. Forward folding here. Let's take an inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to shins, spine is long. Exhale and fold. Root to rise. Stand all the way up. Shoulders roll up, back, and around. And let's ground into our left foot and just send the right foot behind us. We're going to come into warrior one. So that back foot comes to a 45-degree angle and reach the biceps by the ears. Arms come overhead. Bend to that front knee. Check in with your feet. Relax the shoulders down. Gaze is soft. We'll take a humble warrior. So reach around the back, binding those fingers. And maybe you take the opposite bind of what feels natural. Inhale, shine the chest toward the ceiling, drop the knuckles down. And as you exhale, fold the upper body to the inside of the left leg. Reach those fingertips up. All right, slowly start to rise. And let's straighten out the front leg. Let's bring the back foot parallel to the back of the mat. And tee out those arms, reaching forward, setting the hips toward the back wall, and then teeter the left arm down, reach the right arm up, triangle pose. So allowing the hips to stack here, the shoulders to stack. Almost like you're two-dimensional. Gaze can stay down at the ground or up the ceiling, and a block is always really nice in triangle. Okay, let's lower that top arm down. Coming to frame the front foot, come up to the ball of the back foot, lower back knee down, reach up, rise up, untuck those toes, low lunge here. We'll take a twist, bring the hands to prayer, down by the heart center, and then hook right elbow to left thigh. Take that twist, pressing into the left thigh. Gaze starts to make its way up toward the ceiling. Last breath here. And let's start to unravel, releasing that biceps spite here. Let's frame the front foot, untuck the toes, lift the back knee, and just step the right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Let's inhale, find half lift. Exhale, fold. Beautiful, root to rise. Rise all the way up, sweep arms overhead, hands to heart center, and down by the sides. And then we'll step left foot back this time. Back foot comes to 45 degrees. Arms reach up overhead, warrior one. Bend to the front knee. Ground into the pinky edge side of the left foot. We'll go for humble warrior. Interlacing fingers behind the back. Draw those knuckles down, chest comes toward the ceiling. Breathe in. And as you exhale, fold to the inside of right thigh. Keeping those warrior one legs strong. Breath in. And as you exhale, gently rise on up. Beautiful. Biceps by the ears. Let's bring the bend out of that front knee and tee out those arms, opening up the hips. Back foot 45. Straighten the front knee out, and we're just gonna reach forward, reach, coming into triangle pose. Rest the shin. Rest the hand either on the shin or on a block. Start to slowly take your gaze toward the ceiling, toward the left hand. Open up the hips. All right, let's lower that top arm down, framing the front foot. Swivel to the ball of the back foot, lower back knee, untuck toes, and reach up. Bring hands together, draw them down to heart center. We're gonna hook left elbow to right thigh, twist it out. Gently unraveling, we'll frame the front foot, step back into downward facing dog, press the ground away, and then we'll lower the knees. and come all the way down to our backs. Let's hug the knees in toward the body, roll side to side. Beautiful. Let's take a happy baby. Drop the outsides of the feet. Draw those knees in toward the rib cage. Go ahead and hug it in. Lift the head, give your body a big squeeze, tight like a ball. And then we'll relax into our final resting pose, Savasana. Take up space. Let the entire body relax. Soften around the heart. Visualize a softening in the mind. Letting go of anything that you need to let go of. Let the dust settle. Find that mental clarity. Every muscle in the face, including the jaw. Start to gently wiggle those fingers and those toes. Take a deep breath in. Bend up those knees and just roll onto your preferred side using the arm as a pillow. Press back up to a seat and bring those hands to prayer in front of the chest. I hope you enjoyed this practice today, and until next time.